Hey yogis, it's Sarah Beth, and this is the basic yoga warm-up. Practice will start in extended child's pose, with your knees wide, your big toes together. Rest your forehead on the mat and completely relax. This is a pose of grounding and surrender. So forget any idea that you have to force yourself or hold yourself and just let go completely. Take a few deep, slow breaths. Rise up into a tabletop on your hands and knees. For some cat-cow spinal waves, drop your belly and lift your chin for cow pose. Long breath in. As you exhale, round the spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. This is cat back. As you inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the chin. As you exhale, cat back, round the spine. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat back, just like that. One breath, one movement. So keep going and following your breath, adding any movement or variation to make this your own. Come to a high plank, and without moving your hands and feet, just reach your hips back into downward facing dog. Now this might feel like a long stance, but just breathe into it. Press your chest towards your thighs and pedal at the legs, bending one knee, then the other. Take any movements that will help you to warm up your legs and shoulders. And if you're having a hard time getting a long, flat back, like your lower back is rounding, then bend your knees just a little to modify. This will allow you to tilt your tailbone up and lengthen your spine. On your next inhale, look up and bend your knees. As you exhale, take ragdoll at the top of your mat. Step your feet hip distance apart and grab onto your elbows. The more you can soften the knees, the more you can release that lower back and fold even deeper. Try swaying side to side or front and back, and let your head hang heavy. Next is halfway lift. Release your elbows. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Slide your hands up your shins for a long, flat back. Again, if your hamstrings are tight and pulling at your lower back, then bend your knees until you can take the rounding out of your spine. Wherever you are, roll your shoulders back and pinch your shoulder blades together behind you. This will help flatten the upper back. Forward fold. Always have soft knees when you fold and let your head hang heavy. Next big inhale, rise all the way up to mountain pose. Reach your hands up to the ceiling, but soften your shoulders. Firm up your core and tuck your tailbone under just slightly. Memorize this position and how it feels so you can always come back to good posture. As you exhale, forward fold. With soft knees, let your head hang heavy. Long inhale, find halfway lift, flat back, pulling the shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back. Drop down to your knees to a modified high plank, and then lower down halfway for a modified chaturanga and hold with your abs tight. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly for low Cobra. Zip your legs and feet together and press the tops of your feet down to the mat with your elbows pointing up to the ceiling. Peel your chest up off the mat and allow all the muscles in your back to do the work. So relax your glutes and feel your bob with your breath. Now lower down and press up and back into downward facing dog. Let's flow through that one breath, one movement. Next inhale, look up, bend the knees. As you exhale, step your feet to touch at the top of your mat. Halfway lift on your inhale, find your flat back. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale lifts all the way up to mountain pose, good posture. As you exhale, fold all the way down with soft knees. Halfway lift on your breath in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, drop down to the knees, abs are tight, lower down halfway and hold, inhale. Exhale, lower. Low Cobra for one breath in, peel up. As you exhale, release, press up and back into downward facing dog. Full breath in. Long breath out. Just one more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. And fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Follow your exhale as you fold. Halfway lift, long breath in. Exhale, chaturanga variation. Plant the hands, step the feet back to your modified high plank. Lower down halfway and hold for one breath in. Then exhale to lower. Low Cobra for one full inhale. Exhale to release and press up and back to downward facing dog. And you should be warmed up right now, so feel free to move into deeper sequences, practice specific poses, or even core strengthening poses. When you're through, check out the basic yoga cooldown to complete your practice. Thank you for practicing with me, and check out my beginners playlist.